Welcome to my channel. This is the Diamond Chrysalis, aka Divested Diamonds. This is divestment with purpose, and you have arrived. Greetings and salutations, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for being here today. Please do me a favor and click the like button as you watch this video. Thank you kindly. In today's premiere, we're going to talk about this male and this woman. Without further ado, let's get started. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Telvin Osborne. He sometimes went by the name Telvin. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to him as Telvin. So Telvin was a black man who hated every fiber of his being. He especially hated women who resembled his mother. Matter of fact, his desire to be a white man was evident in this post right here, which read, "My name Telvin Rackens, but when you see me, I'm white." Interesting. Telvin's pastime was taunting and ridiculing black women and stripping them of their humanity while flaunting his relationship with his white girlfriend, Hannah Grace Cobb. Now, there are those of you who are going to be in the comment section saying, well, what's wrong with him dating a white woman? That's not the issue. Him being in an interracial relationship isn't the problem here. His hatred for black women is. His hatred for black women is the reason a lot of channels are having this conversation right now. His hatred for black women was so intense that he'd likened us to animals, as he did in this post right here, which read, "I will F a dog before I F a black bee. It gotta be a white dog though. Bad English, bad grammar, very uneducated clearly. Trust me, no black woman was missing out on this male right here. But I digress. Listen, as black males, you all do not need permission from black women to date or marry out. Marry or date whomever you like. Those of us who don't give a damn one way or another aren't bothered by your dating options or decisions. We don't care. The issue here is the disrespect towards black women. Mr. Wormfood here didn't seem to understand that without a black woman, his ass wouldn't be here. Listen, black males, especially those of you who think like him. If you have issues with the women in your family, that sounds like a personal problem that you all need to sort out privately. Coming onto the internet and disrespecting other random black women who have nothing to do with you or the situation you're in never ends well. It never fares well for the aggressor. We've seen this time and time again. You just don't get it, do you? It's a recipe for disaster. Ironically, this woman that he loved so much, the woman that he claimed he'd kill for, ended his life. Here's a post he made on March 2nd of 2021 in which he said, "I will kill for her. I will kill about her. And I ain't scared to say, I will die about her." Interesting words. Very interesting. Funny how those words circled all the way around and turned him into worm food. It's not surprising though, because a lot of you self-hating black males only date white women or other race women based on racial currency. Your desperation to be part of the racial hierarchy through dating these women and having access to their wombs really has you living in a state of delusion. Telvin Osborne truly believed that he had transitioned to whiteness. Rather than date out in peace, as any decent, normal human being would, he decided to rub his relationship in black women's faces every chance he got. He chose to make his relationship about race. Now, riddle me this. How deep is your love when your baby mama sends you off to work with a packed lunch and a message that reads, "I love your penis"? But hey, what happens between two consenting adults is none of my business. Just making an observation. My point here is, even after getting what he'd probably always dreamed of, a white woman, he still couldn't leave black women alone. Why is that? This is where karma and the power of the divine comes into play. A lot of you black males don't seem to understand that words have power. What you put out to the universe, your energy, etc., comes right back to you eventually. It may not happen right away, but it always catches up to you one way or another. There are a lot of black males out there who still don't get it. Nothing good ever comes out of disrespecting women. Disrespecting women, but especially those who look like you, isn't the way to go. But you all have made it a part of your personalities. It's not just a surface level thing. There's a spiritual aspect to this that a lot of you just don't seem to understand. But hey, that's a topic for another day. I will say this though. Look around you and note how many black males have made a name for themselves by denigrating black women, and let me know how their lives have panned out. It doesn't matter if they're still here or hit the dirt. Let me know. I'll wait. Tommy Sotomayor, anyone?
Gotta love it dealing with black holes. I tell you what. I told y'all a long time ago, they say the blacker the berry, the dumber the bitch. It is true, it is true, it is true. The blacker the berry, the dumber the bitch.
And the Hodge twins. Karma is watching you very closely. All that tap dancing and disrespect towards black women will eventually catch up to you. These two clowns, Dumb and Dumber, Clown 1 and Clown 2, never miss an opportunity to crap on black women. Kevin Samuels, Toby Obumseli, and now this guy whose situation is eerily similar to Toby's. How about Stefan Clark, the guy who got pew-pewed by the cops in 2018 in his own grandmother's backyard? Remember him? Yeah, he had a lot to say, a lot of shit to say about black women. See how he met his demise? Keep playing. Keep playing. There are no coincidences in life. Let's take a walk down memory lane and see what he had to say in all of his self-hate glory and disdain for black women. Got an exotic bee. You would think I'm racist. And next, he says, I don't want nothing black but a Xbox. An Xbox. Dark bitches bring dark days. Meanwhile, he was a dark-skinned black man himself. Make that make sense. And underneath that, someone wrote, Black is beautiful. It sure is. Here's another. Oh, If you're wondering why I wanted my son to be mixed with Asian, they 2 steps ahead. Listen, nothing good ever comes from anyone who lives their life steeped in negativity and disrespect. Black women are the most disrespected group of people on this planet, even by males of their own race. And I do realize that we're sick and tired of these regurgitated talking points, but where's the lie? Where is the lie? Let me tell you something. Keep doing this if you want to. Eventually, you will learn. And here's the thing. Not only do you look and sound like complete idiots for doing and saying these things, if you continue on this path, you will forever be cursed. Life will continue to be difficult for you. You will always experience extreme pain, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, etc. You will continue being deleted and humiliated. Nothing you ever do in life will bring you joy. You'll be plagued by disease and exit this planet painfully and tragically. But most of all, your existence here on earth will always be miserable. You will never know what true happiness really looks like. Disrespecting the womb from which you came will never fare well for you or anyone who thinks like you. Even when you prosper while denigrating Black women, your joy will always be short-lived. Most of you will die broke, alone, miserable, and broken with no one around you. Karma knows your address. Karma knows everyone's address. Be careful what you put out there. So back to our dearly departed. At 5:45 a.m. on February 23rd, Hannah Grace Cobb, Telvin's girlfriend, was arrested for shooting him to deletion. She was charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. Sheriff Alfonso Williams told the media that through this investigation and interviews with family members, it's evident that both family members are deeply concerned for the well-being of all parties involved. Let's take a listen to the following. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
Mugshot released for 25-year-old Hannah Cobb, facing felony involuntary manslaughter charges in the shooting death of 30-year-old Telvin Osborne. This after the community and social media erupted this week after no immediate arrest was made in this case. According to a Burke County incident report, deputies responded to Western Estates on 4 Points Road Sunday morning for a gunshot wound. At the home, they found 30-year-old Telvin Osborne shot in the upper chest. Deputies say the suspect, Hannah Cobb, called deputies and was applying pressure to the wound when they arrived. Cobb told deputies her and Osborne had been out all night and recently got home. Cobb told deputies in the report she was checking her firearm as they do every night. That's when the gun went off, hitting Osborne. Cobb told deputies she thought the gun was on safe while checking it.
The case required a considerable amount of time and attention to detail, ensuring that there was a comprehensive inquiry, a thorough sifting of the evidence, and we have filed appropriate charges.
According to Sheriff Alfonso Williams, there's been misinformation spread about the case, including the suspect cleaning the weapon when it went off.
At no point during the investigation was there any information about a person cleaning a weapon.
He did say alcohol was involved in the shooting, and they're not listing this as accidental. He also said there was an altercation with some, quote, pushing and shoving before the incident happened.
It is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument.
I asked the sheriff if Cobb turned herself in or if deputies went to get her. The sheriff said they made arrangements with her to pick her up. Osborne's family tells us the 30-year-old worked out at Savannah Riverside, but often loved to fish, hunt, and raise animals. He was a father of 2 who they say loved his entire family.
And of course, we've seen the responses to this situation with the majority of Black women and, shockingly, some Black men saying, and rightly so, you will not continue to disrespect us and expect us to have empathy, sympathy, etc. Most Black women are not marching and taking rubber bullets for you. No. Where is Hannah's community in all of this? Ask them for support. This male identified as white. Did he not? Again, F around and find out. When you play stupid games, guess what? Yeah, you win stupid prizes. This entire situation was giving new to the game. This male had probably never dated out and couldn't believe his luck when he bagged his first other race girlfriend. Black males who behave this way usually have some kind of inferiority complex when it comes to other races of people. And riddle me this, why is it always dark-skinned Black males who mostly behave this way? Now, don't get me wrong, there are some light-skinned Black males who've said problematic things, disgusting things about Black women, but we can't deny that it's overwhelmingly dark-skinned Black males who do this on a regular basis. Kodak Black, Gilbert Arenas, and do you ladies remember that NFL player who toasted to more light-skinned babies? Remember that idiot?
Cheers to more light-skinned kids.
Cheers to more light-skinned kids.
Cheers to more light-skinned kids.
Really know. Cheers to our race.
Yeah, these individuals have been known to disparage Black women over some light-skinned and other race women. Even in the so-called community, most dark-skinned Black males are responsible for perpetuating a lot of the colorism experienced by dark-skinned Black women. But I digress. Part of the reason other races of men do not have respect for the majority of Black men is because most of you do not know how to respect yourselves. You can't even bring yourselves to respect the women, the very women who gave you life. And for that, you will always be downtrodden and cursed with misery from the womb to the tomb. Now, as far as Hannah Grace Cobb is concerned, I listened to the 6-minute 911 call posted on Facebook by WRDW News, and she sounded extremely shaken by the events that transpired the night of the shooting. It sounded unintentional, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. However, the truth lies in the altercation that they allegedly had prior to the shooting. According to Sheriff Williams, the offenses committed leading up to the discharge of the firearm include simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct. He explained, it is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument. No shit, Sherlock. It's reckless to engage in an argument where there's pushing and shoving going on, and those are the predicate charges for the charge of involuntary manslaughter. If this male was putting hands and feet on her during the course of their relationship, it's not surprising that things would end the way that they did. Also, there's a video of her dancing at a nightclub with mostly Black women, seemingly having a good time. it's clear that he hated Black women. So the question is, how did he feel about her befriending and associating with Black women? The truth lies somewhere in between. But hey, what goes around comes around. What you choose to put out there is what you get back. The funny thing is, there's this video of one of his dusty relatives running his mouth and making excuses for this male's poor behavior and somewhat complaining about the lack of support from the BC. But here's the thing. Most Black women have made it clear that the cape is burnt and disrespect will no longer be tolerated. So if you're one of those males who takes pleasure in denigrating Black women, please remember this. Don't expect support once you bite the dust. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Keep disrespecting Black women and see how long you last. The universe giveth, and the universe taketh away. On that note, what are your thoughts on what's been discussed here today? Please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, ladies, divest, divest, divest. Divest from Blackistan. Divest from disrespectful, self-hating, colorist people, whether male or female. Thank you so much for watching. This is Divestment with Purpose with a Diamond Chrysalis. I'll see you soon and take care. Bye, diamonds.